Welcome everybody to the first gathering of sorts for the Rock Solid Wrestling Talk podcast. We're gonna try and get this off the ground as much as we can. Very glad everybody could join us. And how did we enjoy? We're gonna kick things off. How did we enjoy Dynamite tonight?
It was good.
Yeah,
I would say it was good up until the end. The end, it kind of fell a little flat to me
yeah,
with the whole case. I mean, I understand that Cole can't show up tonight because of the hype that Punk has right now.
right.
But yeah, it was a little flat.
Yeah,
It was good up until the end.
there's a couple things that kind of felt a little flat for me. Kenny, if you could turn your camera up a little bit so we can see your face. Perfect. There we
Turn
go.
it up.
Yep, nope, you're fine right there.
Oh, okay.
You're fine right there. Yeah, to me, it kind of just a little bit. It was a little bit of things that were kind of, iffy or whatever. Like the FTR match, I didn't think that it was going to be as good as it was once it ramped up, because I was just kind of cringing from the last one where they were, they kind of work. It wasn't sloppy or anything like that, but it was, the injury. And I just kept thinking about that. I kept thinking about it. How do you guys think FTR did tonight?
I think they did as good as they could. The match went off without a hitch. They got a great crowd reaction. No freak accidents this time.
Yeah, and no Milwaukee crowd, to say the least.
That's the weird thing. Watching, they keep on showing that FTR thing, and like that makes me watching them like cringe up whatever Cash do something because it was
that shit.
Watch good. I know they selling because they're professionals, but that was just freaking me out. Like making sure Cash was all right.
But that's still exactly my point. It was just like something felt a little off only because of the fact that I know what happened beforehand. So it was kind of.
Especially when he went to go pull a turnbuckle pad off. He kind of like.
Yes.
Right.
He had to do it like twice.
Like, what the F are you doing back over there? Like, what are you doing? Like, get away from that. Get away from the hook.
Don't touch that. Don't touch that.
That's off limits. It's off limits completely. Yeah. Do you guys is there any cryptic messages to like them, because I heard somewhere during the week and stuff like that, like all the promos they were putting out, all the tweets they were putting out, stuff like that. They're like, oh, if this is one more go round, if this is the end, blah, blah, blah. What do you guys think of that? Tonight's result have anything to do with that?
Nah, I don't buy it just because it's FTR and they're to the script wrestling 101. So, and then it wasn't the match didn't end with an angle like they're gonna be done. So I don't think that. I think that's just to build up that match because it wasn't built up properly last time, and that put more emphasis on it. So
I felt like it wasn't. I felt like it wasn't built up only because of the injury beforehand, because the other match got cut short so quick. I think that's why the build up fell off, because before that it was hot. It was real hot. But now again, you don't hear nothing about like Inner Circle and Pinnacle going at it. Has been real quiet. I think you said that before, and I just it was been time to end it. So like I don't know what to say about that. But what about FDR? What do they do now? They got beat clean.
Yeah, that I don't know, because they're not going to be a title contention anytime soon. But I think that was the whole point, though, was for Santana and Ortiz to be back in the hunt, because I'm really wanting that big tag team title win at New York City, Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Yeah, and I definitely think you're sticking to that, and I like that. I like that you're sticking to that. We need that ASAP. So,
question about that.
Yeah.
Do we need that if the Bucks lose this weekend? No. We need PMP versus Lucha Brothers. Like, we need them versus the Bucks.
Yeah, I'm thinking Lucha Bros are gonna be like and I said this in the chat before. I'm thinking Lucha Bros are gonna be like I hate to say it, a transition tag team champion to get that over to PMP, because who knows? Bucks might be doing something way more important when they get to Arthur Ashe. You never know.
Yeah.
But then again, they need somebody who they're going to be able to have a bomb-ass match with. The Lucha Bros is like at least second on their list. I just wish it had the heat that the Young Bucks and PNP had when they first got there. That whole like the backstage fight and stuff like that with Orange Cassidy in the bathroom and the promos they used to have. Every city, every time we see you is on site. I love that shit. That's my jam. I love that shit. But
yeah, Santana's such a good promo.
Yeah, they both are. He's a good lead-in. Now, Kenny, I want to get your take for a second here. We're gonna switch gears here over to CM Punk. He had a little bit of action today. He had a little bit of action tonight. How do you think he looked? Did he look like a badass? I mean, I saw him up on those ropes, and he was putting in the blows, man. Like, what do you think?
I think that he does not have any ring rust. I mean, apparently he's been doing that Heels TV show on Stars.
Yep.
He does have a brief MMA background, so I think he's going to be crisp to me.
Yeah, and he said he retired from MMA or something like that. So put full focus on wrestling. So thank goodness for that.
Yeah.
That's where
he's not the best MMA fighter. Like he said in his promo, he's the best wrestler in the world.
Wrestler in the world, yes.
So I like that. Now, Chico, I'm gonna come back to you in a minute, but I do want to get somebody else's take on this too, with the whole Jericho thing. Is this the end of Jericho? Y'all saw how they was playing it up tonight? You think so?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I really don't want his ego and his pride to get in the way.
Yeah.
But I think this is it for him.
I think so too.
He has to give it up.
I
He
do
got
not
to give it up. I mean, just stick to doing the cruise every year for the guys or whatever. But yeah, he just needs to hang back.
Yeah, get on commentary. His star power is no longer needed.
Promo was fire to me.
Yeah.
I missed the MJF promo.
Oh yeah, there was no jokes in it. It was just all seriousness.
Okay.
And I think they need to
got some Muhammad Ali heat. Muhammad Ali heat.
I heard that Muhammad Ali line. I was getting my Taco Bell, but what do you think, man?
Hold on about this match. I don't want MJF to lose, but at the same time, I don't think Jericho went out with a good enough bang yet. If those labors were a little better at the end, to be like, oh shit, Jericho did everything. Now he can stop. It didn't kind of do everything to me in that little labor run. That's the only reason I would say Jericho going to keep going, but I don't want MJF to lose. So
I mean, but what would you have him do as a bang to go out? Like Festival of Friendship type shit, or like what would you have him do? Like I think he's really focused on trying to give MJF the rub, only because of all, like Kenny said, all the rub he stole from him over the course of a year. The whole like dinner debonair and all that.
Saw that MJF was going to be like top dog in the company.
Yes,
and
he latched himself on.
Come here a second. Let me bring you down here to my level and put you down here.
That's that cornet in you.
Right yeah, it's not about me right now. You hold on a second. You get your turn. You're young. Yeah, give me a minute.
Kenny Cornette. Chico, what was that? Yeah, what was that name y'all had for him?
Ken Cornette. That's who he is.
No, I am the ace hole. Okay, I am the ace.
Go Ace.
Yeah, there you go. Ace hole.
Oh man. Well, switch of gears.
Yeah, I don't want MJF to fall into what they like to call the Bray Wyatt pattern. Like he's great at promos, but he can't deliver when it comes to the big match.
No, see now with Bray Wyatt, and that's a shame that got called after him. Bray Wyatt, and I feel bad because he could win matches and crap like that, but it was all creative. He gave them everything creatively that they had with the promos, but he's not winning matches because creative's not gotten out there for him. So what do you do in that stance? You try and sell the match. I guess that becomes your job. Sell the match. You know you're going to lose, but sell the match.
Well, it's still the Bray Wyatt syndrome because, like I said, he could talk all day.
Right.
But when it comes to a big match, he's just like, he's looking up at the freaking lights. For the 3 count.
Chico, what'd you think about that delivery from JR? He was like kind of like shaky voice and stuff like that when he was introducing Jericho, and I caught wind of that, and I thought that was pretty nice touch. I don't know if he did it on purpose.
I did too.
Yeah, but it was a nice touch. What do you think?
Yeah, that was nice, and I think part of that, there was like a little realism there because Jr. and Jericho are good friends, and Jr. is the one that hired Jericho went to the WWF,
Okay.
and part of it could have been from old age too, perhaps, but
Yeah.
I think Ross wanted to sit at the table. He's like, I am not going out in the ring to talk to this guy. Like, you
Right.
can't come over here and talk to me. Some kind of backstage segment.
It's give on like JR already went out there backstage to talk to Britt Baker. It's you have to go down there and talk to Jericho. I already went down to talk to Punk. He was pretty good.
Yeah. Shivani wears so many hats in that company. It's crazy, but I love it. I know he loves doing it, and it's been so good to see him back.
Yeah.
And you can tell he loves being back, and he loves doing what he's doing.
He's back in that element.
Yeah, I like the way he started off talking trash to MJF before the interview started. The way he started
I love how he keeps that though, where it's it's consistent. His hate for MJF, his disdain for MJF.
Well, MJF was like the one time when Don Callis came out and tried to take his seat at the commentary table.
Yeah.
He was like, kiss my ass. Like,
He did not give a
he's
damn
not getting my seat.
at all.
Yeah, because he tweeted earlier in the day that they had a coin toss to see who would interview Jericho or MJF, and he lost. So yeah, he really sells this hatred for MJF, man.
No, I did not know that that's I didn't know that that's what happened or whatever. Who did that? Who tweeted it?
Shivani did that on Twitter.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I lost the coin toss, so I got JF, man.
That's some good commitment to character, I gotta say, and that's something AEW does very well. Is the I was talking to somebody about it earlier about the attention to detail that AEW does and the Easter eggs, how they're having so much fun with all the Easter eggs. Speaking of which, that free agent tease, they just kept teasing it, and Britt Baker did a real good job with making it seem like, and they chose Britt Baker to do that. And then they went, and the commentators visibly were like, oh, is that what you were expecting? No, obviously not. But what do you do with that? Like, why can't WWE do something like that?
That was, I think that was kind of like ad-libbed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And that's what I say a lot. For those who don't know me, I used to be in love with WWE, obviously. Like we all were. We grew up with it as kids, stuff like that. But then it got to a point where it just got so repulsively boring and repetitive and stuff like that. And there's so many things that we wanted from that pro wrestling that we didn't get. And now AEW is giving that to us in spades. And they have to ration it, but I'm thinking, like, why can't WWE, keep up with it right now? Is it their backstage? I'm thinking it's their backstage because it's Vince, he's old, and then all his, douchebag yes men are old, and they're just out of all of them as a collective are out of touch, and they shut Triple H down. So it's just like, okay.
I think his problem is he has too many people that has to write these shows. It's not like it used to be. It used to be him, Cornette, and Russo and Pritchard. Now he got like damn near 100 people trying to write this stuff. They have no clue about wrestling. They're fresh out of college and fresh off the street. Don't know nothing about the product. And he's making them write, and then he's tossing it out and trying to write it himself within the last hour before they go on air.
Yeah, I heard he tossed it out twice. I heard he tossed it out twice this week. Twice.
Oh no, more than
two
twice.
times.
It was a bunch of times.
What? More than two? How did he get the work done? See, he just goes on autopilot and writes a crap show.
Yeah.
And then with the crap showing and stuff like that, it only counts on if a match between the wrestlers end up being good. Like, I heard the triple threat was good.
Yeah, but like they were saying, it was supposed to have been Lashley versus Sheamus.
Right.
Both of those guys were in the building, yet the match didn't happen. You put Sheamus in a triple threat match, and that could have been just Priest and Drew by themselves.
So
You
was
still could have had the
right.
match.
So was
You're
Eva
supposed to have
Marie
Miz and
Doudrop.
face Doudrop.
Yep.
They were there.
Yeah.
Instead, they went out there and kicked each other's ass, or she just beat her down. But it wasn't a match; it was just a beatdown. So that stuff could have still went on. You had the people there. Why not push it through?
Now I got to be honest with you. I didn't watch the show. So,
I didn't watch it either.
I just I heard Twitter. Yeah. Yeah.
Twitter.
I'm on Twitter every night. Yep.
Yeah.
Nobody watches that. What did
Nobody.
Chico say? Who gives a fuck?
Who gives
Apparently, what 1.91 million for Raw this week? Why is that
That's
still
all
happening?
Yo, I'm with y'all. Where that? Number coming from?
They coming out the
Where's
woodwork,
that number coming from?
right? I think they paying people something.
Yeah,
It's gotta be.
Peter Griffin just.
Yeah.
They still got the core audience.
Yeah, I
People are programmed to have the TV on USA on Monday nights. That's all that
Oh
is.
my God! I'm
It's
glad you, Shannon. I'm glad you said that because if you remember in the chat, I was vehemently pissed off at the fact that I kept finding tweets about people saying, "Oh, well, I just had nothing to do, so I just turned on." Like, stop doing that! What are you doing? It's terrible.
It's been going on for 30 at least 30 years, man.
And it's
So
a
habit.
it's a shame. That's how we used to be, but how did we kick that habit? We
by cutting the shit off.
we stopped sucking the teat and we cut the shit.
Cut the shit.
Yeah.
Just cut the shit.
So
Pissing me off. Sweating.
and now we're all as a collective sweating. But at the same time, I'm like, AEW is trying a lot of different things. Some things stick, some things don't. Like, they tried something a little different tonight. They never did it. Chico, I want your take on this because I'm pretty sure in the chat I caught that you did not dig this. The pin during the commercial. What's your take?
Yeah, I did not dig that because like the point of these picture-in-pictures is to get the commercial breaks out the way and then get back to the match, and you watch the rest of the action until the finish. You don't let the match finish and then come back to the pin. You just don't do that.
Is it dead for the crowd though when they're just like doing, like not rest holds, but they're doing the next step up from like a rest hold? They're just buying time, knowing that they're at commercial break. They still got to keep going a little bit, but just a little bit before they're back from commercial break and they get that cue and they got to really just, step it up into the end match sequence and stuff like that.
Yeah, I really don't know what happened if they were not in sync with each other or something like that between the wrestlers, Orange and Jack, and the production team. But yeah, that
didn't something else happen like way back when, like during a commercial break or something like that we didn't like.
Yeah, they would like cut to backstage. They would actually play a backstage segment while they were in picture-in-picture.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah. Something that has exposition.
Was that the one where Vicky was just yelling out of nowhere?
It might have been. I remember something with Sammy Guevara. It was something. It makes sense. Yeah. That's weird.
It was something. It was back when like the Elite were still faces.
Okay.
It has something to do with them.
Okay. What are they doing
I had
with?
left the room when they was doing picture-in-picture, but I did find it confusing that when I came back, like I just hear Cassidy's music playing in the background. Like, wait, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
Strange.
I didn't even know he won the match.
But is that y'all? Hold on, what real? Do y'all think that's AEW doing what they do sometime? But like, anything can happen at any moment. So pay attention, type of thing, and you won't see it. You won't see it again. Like they do when the time runs out. They did it like twice in 2.5 years, but you just know it can happen.
I thought that was a
mix up.
If that was intentional, then it was still a mistake. I don't agree with doing that.
Kenny, you said that you thought it was a WWE thing, like the time limit draw or whatever, because I haven't really seen them do that.
No, I was saying that's a WWF tagline saying anything can happen in the World Wrestling Federation. So,
Anything can happen in the World Wrestling Federation.
Yeah, they used to say that all the time.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is proof. But I mean, it's weird though because Shannon, I get it where you're saying like it's almost like the benefit of the doubt, that type of thing, because they're still kind of new or whatever. But and I kind of do think has something to do with, you know, they're doing better things and things like that. But not better things, but different things that we're not used to. I really think WWE has ruined us in our what we expect out of presentation and stuff like that, and that's a subject for a whole nother cast or whatever. But I want to real quick before we run out of time, I want to get people's all out predictions. Like, what matches are you looking forward to? What do you think it's going to be? You know, who's the winner going to be, and what do you think the course of action is going to be after that? Chico, we'll start with you.
I was looking for. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, you already started, Shannon. You might as well. We'll go right around.
One of my favorite matches I was looking forward to has been postponed because Pac is stuck probably overseas, man, which sucks, man.
Oh,
really? I think was going to start the show.
Oh,
yeah, that match, Pac versus Andrade is postponed. Man.
They didn't even mention it. Oh,
and Tony Khan they didn't mention it on TV.
Wow,
which is weird.
I didn't realize it until you just said it. That's crazy. Wow, yeah, it might have been a banger opener. Absolutely. I heard Flair was gonna be there, but he's gonna be there to watch Jericho apparently. But other than that match, what's tickled your fancy now?
It gotta be the cage match. The cage match I'm looking most forward to. I'm really interested in seeing what women show up. I'm glad that got moved off the buy-in to the regular show now because of that match. So it's not the buy-in anymore.
Right.
I'm looking forward to that, and really the cage match. I want to see them four crazy mofos go and murder each other.
You think we get a Canadian destroyer off the top of the cage?
Oh, nah, no.
Too high.
You don't think they can make that happen? Through a table, whatever. Watch them do it, but then I'm not gonna be able to watch it. Watch them do it, and then I can be like, Marcus was right. I knew
You're
it.
gonna be able to stay off socials. You're gonna be able to stay off everything and watch it the next day, or are you gonna get spoiled?
Oh no, I'm gonna get spoiled. Like I like knowing what happens when it happens. Right. So I don't mind I'm gonna just watch it anyway. So, you know, when I get the chance, I'm watching anyway. But I'd rather be watching it with my boys. But unforeseen circumstances, stuff like that, I already let y'all know. But the gist of it is, you know, like there's a lot that I was looking forward to. Like we gotta get at least Ruby Soho, Adam Cole, and Daniel Bryan all in that night. We have to.
Yep.
Like,
Ruby Soho is a joker. I think Adam Cole maybe comes out during the cage match.
Okay.
At the end, either at the end or during, and you have to close out with Bryan Danielson doing the stare down.
Yes, with Kenny Omega. That's it.
And you booked that for New York City. That's the match.
That's the money. That's what's gonna sell it. I agree. Kenny, what do you think?
Oh, I had another idea for Bryan, but yeah, that's not gonna work anymore.
What was your idea? Because I want to know what it was.
I was gonna say I don't know if Cody and Bryan have a personal relationship with each other, like outside of wrestling. But I figured maybe Malachi Black could come out since he's not fighting anybody and talk trash, and then have Bryan just have like a stare down or impromptu match with him on the card.
That's not a bad idea. Only, and I say that because one, Shannon, what you just said, how El Idolo and Pac not even on the card anymore. That's fine because they could save it for like one of the bigger shows, or not bigger shows. All Out's a big show, but like one of the shows down the line on Dynamite or something like that. And then we can. Malachi Black wasn't even on the card for All Out, and I really thought he should have fought somebody like, you know, Moxley, because, you know, it's cool to get the, you know, the Forbidden Door open and stuff like that, but I don't know that guy. Most of the people don't know that guy who's fighting Moxley. Why not get, and I get it. They don't want to like put him up against Black up against Moxley. That's a big marquee match. If you sold it right, if you put the story right and stuff like that, it's a big marquee match. So I could have saw him on the pay-per-view somewhere. So now what Kenny's saying, we have the potential now that the El Idolo match is gone. We got some time. So we could set it up like that. But then again, I don't think that shouldn't be I don't think that should be Bryan's first feud or anything like that. That's where I'm getting stuck at. I could see it happening, but I can't see it happening because of the long run. So, I mean,
yeah, not just yet.
Yeah, it's weird because we try to. I don't think we try to really fantasy book AEW as fans, but it just so happens that everything just things keep falling into place. This is where new acquisitions come along, and then there's people there already that all the possibilities in the world just open up to, and it's just like, okay, oh, we want that. Oh no, we want this. We want this first. We want this first. No, this can feed into this, and then that we get that type of thing. I like that, but it's frustrating at the same time because you're the one sipping out those collector. No, I'm playing, but I'm just saying, like, we need to. Like, there is some sort of structure, but I also don't want Tony Khan to turn it into like a fantasy booking league or something like that. That's all I'm saying. Just keep it steady. Keep your eyes on all your talent and stuff like that. Like, me, with all this talent coming in and stuff like that, it's funny. That's cool and all, but I miss Trent. And people like that. So like he's still injured, but I miss best friends because they were getting up there for like for contendership and stuff like that. And then they keep stopping Jurassic Express. It's almost like we have too many stories we could tell, and Tony Khan doesn't know what one to go with yet, or what feeds into it. Like, do you think they do long-term booking? Like, it's a shame we didn't get the Adam Page thing right now, but because I thought that was coming hard and coming up, and it was, and then just kind of fell flat. I'm good with Christian, but
Well, with Page, he's having his kid,
right,
and I think perhaps he wasn't going to necessarily get the belt All Out anyway. So it's going to be best, let him go on paternity leave, and then somewhere along the way that'll somehow get revisited. I don't think him and Dark Order are done with each other yet. I know that with Dark Order they're like teasing dissension and all that, but
and that's where people thought Bray Wyatt would come in or something like that, and then people now they don't want it and stuff like that. They're fickle. People are fickle, and they're selfish. So I don't know where.
Cornette just touched on that this podcast a couple of days ago about that. He was saying that if it were up to him, he would have kept Page in this feud because it's a bigger story going into All Out. He didn't have to win due to the paternity leave, but they could have played a big angle. It's like beat him up pretty good so he can go home and be with his kid.
So the injury angle.
Yeah, like an injury angle. They know he's going home for his family, but I should have let this story finish playing out.
I didn't think. But then at the end, I thought Moxley was doing the same, but he didn't do that. He just kept popping up. So like,
that's because Moxley is an old biddy, and he's like Jerry, and he loves deathmatch wrestling more than being at home. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I see. As you said, deathmatch wrestling, I immediately jumped to the exploding barbed wire match, and like, it was just the finish though. The match was fire. I enjoyed that match thoroughly. I watched it like 5 more times. Yeah. But it's a shame that I think it's a selling at the end that kind of killed it because they were still committed, but still, it If that didn't go off like that, they should have thought of something else on the fly, not look stupid.
That's a tough situation.
Yeah,
because they didn't expect that to go down the way it did, and that was the plan for him to sell the explosion.
Mm-hmm.
So he was just sticking to I'm talking about Kingston, by the way.
Yeah,
he was just sticking to the plan. But that was a good, like, if it had gone right, that would have been a good ending. Like I'm glad it turned Kingston face, and then we got Kingston and Moxley as a team. So I'm glad that it did.
Kind of glad about that. Just kind of. Only because I really was digging that Kingston Moxley feud. I really was. And it was over way too quick.
No, that served its purpose though. Kingston put Moxley over.
I think it was just them two being together is what you enjoyed. Yeah. And so they just let it.
Oh, I'm not dumping on the tag team aspect of it. I'm just saying, like, I would have rather seen them go to war at least maybe 2 more times. At least. Build some more story, like, okay, Eddie Kane, he kept coming back, he was scrappy. He kept coming back for more, kept coming back for more against Moxley. And Moxley just kept beating him down every time until he was just like, you know what, like, F it. Like, okay, cool. It was just like, now, can we get on the same page? That type of thing.
Yeah, I think that's what's so dope about AEW, though, is because even if they don't do something that you necessarily want, like, right off the bat, they can come with something else.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll just be like, okay, that's cool. That's cool too. I didn't think of that, but I like the way that came out.
They'll circle back to it. And so they seem to do that a lot very well. Like the Page thing, it calmed down for a while. Even before this time that it calmed down, they came right back to it. It was getting hot. Page was the hottest thing in the building. And they could pull it back off when they need to. So they kind of just, got in their holster. They're ready.
Yeah.
But quick thought. I don't know if I caught Kenny. I don't know if I caught your predictions on the big matches at All Out.
Which one?
Particularly the world title match. Do you think Kenny keeps that or?
Oh yeah, that's Omega all the way. As much as it pains me to say it, yeah. I don't see Christian taking that belt off.
Yeah, Christian already took one belt off of him.
You can go over there and do what you want over there, make
right.
stories over there.
Yeah, and props to them for that because sorry to cut you off, but props to them for that because before it was sounding stale with just putting Christian in the title match and that's it. But what they did with the first Rampage episode with Cage taking the Impact belts, it made the AEW title match that much more interesting.
Yep. Yeah, so
people dying to see it again. At first, everybody was like, "Yo, why are we doing Christian and Omega twice?" But now, everybody is into it. So
because
a good thing.
Everybody wanted Page. That's why, and it was like, "Oh, damn, we're not getting that." Like, okay, fine. So what do we get now?
See, at least AEW has an alternative. They couldn't have did that in the other company.
Oh yeah, no, not at all. Like they put Cesaro in against Roman once.
That's why Roman is on top right now because he has no legit contender.
None whatsoever.
And neither does Lashley on Raw either, apparently.
Yep, nope. That's why they keep going with the Goldberg thing. And Goldberg choking his son to stop corpsing.
Right. There's nobody that can walk out and be like, "Oh, there's nobody that can come out and be like, yo, he about to fight him." There's nobody. Nobody.
Yeah, after Brock, there's nobody. Like, who are they gonna bring out now?
That's why they're trying so hard to get the Rock.
Yeah, they're trying hard to get the Rock. You can see that.
I mean, Big E makes the most sense because he has the briefcase, and for the last year he has been built like well for the most part.
I disagree with that.
I know this is not a WWE topic for us to be talking about right now, but look at what they're doing to him right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like he's not even being. He's not even featured heavily. Right. He just got his briefcase back. That's it.
We just know he has the briefcase, and somewhere, somehow, they're gonna call audible and be like, "Oh, okay, but we need some ratings real quick. We need a nice pop, nice feel-good story. Big E, go cash that in. You're not gonna keep it for long, but go cash that in real quick. It's no build at all.
Yeah, it's just to shut the fans up.
That's it. That's literally it. And I said the same thing about Kofi Kingston's title reign. It was just literally to shut the fans up. They had a plan. The plan fell apart, and then Kofi started getting a little bit of organic stuff going on, and they ran with it.
Oh, somebody coming in.
I don't know why I'm in here, but I'm just joining. I'm not watching AEW. I have no cable.
Hey, where the hell you been?
I don't have cable, so I can't watch AEW. This dude Marcus got a whole freaking microphone for this damn podcast.
He got the whole setup.
Oh, I got the whole shebang bang, baby. I'm the boss man,
He got
baby.
the fake WWE belts in the background and everything. Where's Chez at?
AEW first and foremost. Chez said
That's
this.
AEW?
Yeah,
Is that real?
right on the bottom. Yes, sir.
How much that cost?
Oh, that's like what, $250?
Two
Something
what?
like that.
200? Oh
Yeah,
no.
of course.
I'll make my own with cardboard.
I gotta support the team.
200. Oh, there he is.
Is that Chez?
Yep, there he is.
Oh, there he is. It's like y'all colluded to come on at the same time.
Yeah.
We just talk about AEW, and we was actually just talking about y'all products, WWE, and the fact that we feel like
My product?
yes, your product. We feel like
Y'all awesome. Y'all awesome assholes.
look here, we feel like Kofi and Big E and stuff like that, they got hot shotted just to cater to the, you know, the mass audience at the time and stuff like that, and we wanted a moment at WrestleMania, and we got that, and then, you know, the reason they did that Brock thing was exactly that. It told us exactly that. Like, Kofi
Are you
wasn't...
recording this? Like, what the hell's going on? Where are these conversations going?
Oh, you
I
on
thought you were talking
candid
about
camera,
AEW.
baby.
So you don't think Big E's gonna get a moment?
No.
He's gonna get no. Don't get me wrong.
Like that.
He's gonna get a moment. Yep, he's gonna get a moment, but it's gonna be just that. It's gonna be just that, a moment, and then it's gonna go. It's gonna fade. Q, why you say that though?
I feel like
Nah, he
he's
ain't
gonna
getting
be
no
the one
moment.
to
The moment he's gonna
I feel
get
like
is
he's
getting
gonna
beat up
be
by
Bobby
Roman Reigns.
Lashley.
Yeah, I mean that's the only. Yeah, he's gonna
That's
beat.
the moment he's gonna get.
He's gonna
He
beat
ain't getting
Lashley.
no belt.
Yeah, he's gonna beat
Yeah, I
Lashley.
think
Here's the
I
thing.
think he's
It doesn't
gonna
matter
be-
what. It doesn't matter what he wins. It matter about the outcome. Remember when Kofi won that belt? Look what happened after. Nobody even thinks about that.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking
that
about.
was-
That's exactly what I'm
And he
talking
got
about.
destroyed by Brock.
It's an afterthought.
Kofi's
Look at Drew
ending was
McIntyre
bad,
after he won the
yo.
belt. He didn't do anything with that.
Drew McIntyre on the mid card now.
Whoa,
Yes, because
whoa,
that's where he
time out.
belongs. Joey's the mid
Time
card.
out.
Jinder
Time out.
Mahal's the mid card.
Time out.
You mean
Drew
Ginger
McIntyre
Mahal?
never-
Sorry.
Drew McIntyre never had any business winning that fucking belt, bro.
No, but that's the thing. I felt so bad for Drew because that was his time.
He
That was
should
that-
have won it
wasn't.
as a
During the
he should have won
pandemic.
it as a heel. I'm sorry. Let me say it again. He should have won the title as a heel. That's what I should say.
Yeah. When the heel McIntyre was the real deal, bro. That was the one that they stuffed him behind Dolph Ziggler. Like,
That
what was
whole
that?
one,
That's
two,
the easy
three, that
problem. They
Claymore
pulled the
kick
triggers
was
on all
garbage.
these people
Yep.
way
too
late.
fast. Yep. No,
Way too late.
way too late.
Yeah, way too late. Because when Braun was hot, when he was going against Roman, he was the most over guy at that point. They should have been gave him the stretch.
Oh,
what
yeah.
did they do? They played it out. He lost all his momentum. The pandemic happened, and it was a pity party. Nobody cares. Let's just give him the Universal Championship against Goldberg, and that was it.
They pulled the trigger late
But there
on
was no
Roman the
fanfare for
first
that.
time.
Yeah. When he was hot with the Shield.
Yeah.
He
That all
won
day.
the Royal Rumble and went on and won a belt. But no.
Roman and Lashley are
But-
the two best champs in a long time, though.
That's the only
they have
big
no
people they
contenders.
got. They have nobody
Yeah.
else.
No contenders.
Who you gonna
You
put
see
on,
what
Seth?
they did with Lashley? Lashley came out during the argument for the tag titles in the U.S. Championship because he got nobody left.
Actually, let me ask y'all a question. All right, all these freaking belts, what do they even mean anymore? People are just winning belts like WCW in 2001. Huh?
Hey, listen,
What the freak's
I'm
going
not
on?
joining in. I'm not joining in on the WWE bashing conversation.
Chad, listen.
I don't like where this is going.
Oh, have mercy.
Oh man.
What belt got to do with this?
Tonight is Wednesday or Wednesday, right?
It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means.
So has that garbage gone off already?
I'm not even gonna dignify that with a response, Mel, because you know it's not garbage.
He's
Okay.
feeling it right now.
I can't even say it's garbage because I watched the first episode, then it stopped. So I don't know what's going on.
There you go. Yep.
See, that's how y'all should be treating Raw and SmackDown. and
Exactly.
NXT and all that.
I haven't watched Raw in years, and I watched SmackDown when I went in Buffalo, which was a horrible show last year.
Y'all need to be putting the SpongeBob meme. Just say, I'm gonna head out.
Hey.
You know what? You know what's sad? I got rid of all my AEW tickets. I want to buy another one. I want to get front row.
You got rid of them
Like
again?
$200.
Why?
You got rid of them or resold them? What do you mean?
No, I got rid of them. I got rid of them.
There's no bad seat in that house. Why
What
do
do
you
you
keep
mean
that?
by
Over in the
got rid of
freaking
them?
top.
Wait, what does that mean? You got rid of them? What? What does that
Going
mean?
back to the Blue Cross Green, I got my money back, fool.
Oh, like you returned them? Why?
Hell, because I had
Did you have too many?
four.
You should have gave one to Mel.
Oh,
He don't want to freaking go.
Oh, we would have got him there.
that ticket was bigger than sat on the table.
We would have bagged him on the head and got him there to the venue.
Right.
He was like, what
We'll
is
put him
this?
in garbage body
See,
bag.
I am gonna be there. I'm gonna get my ticket. I'm gonna get another ticket. Those tickets on out. It's Rochester. We don't sell our events anymore.
You hear that, Mel? You're going in the body bag.
We did that one. That one is there and they're sold out. It is sold out.
No, it isn't. It's sold out at the arena, but on StubHub it isn't. Shoot, you can get some tickets on StubHub.
StubHub is a boring
And we
old
don't
biddy.
know if CM Punk's gonna be there or
Right.
not.
Oh yeah, because you know we gotta go because we can't stream it.
Yeah, Chico be on your ass if you stream it.
I bet you after the show, Marcus gonna be streaming it in the back. Hey, look at that CM Punk! It's Daniel Bryan!
I hope
Marcus and Chico's gonna try to get that interview.
Get that out. What the hell?
What the hell does Mel have up on the screen?
It's supposed to say WWE, but it's backwards, so it say ill, which is perfect.
Right.
Also, is it coming up that way for y'all?
Ill.
Right here.
Yeah,
He's on
Get that shit off the screen.
That's why.
What
Right
do you
here.
guys? What do you guys see when I do it this way?
WWF.
I still see ill.
So,
It sounds like a stuttering we.
so what about
That's
that
what
way?
it is, a stuttering
Mel,
we.
they're both ill.
Should I do it? I wrote. Oh, you're funny, Marcus. Good job. Good job.
I mean, they're both ill. They're both disgusting. They're trash. Y'all are trash men.
Yeah, you just almost fucked my head up with that one.
You know, Mel, I like to pick a fight with you. All right, y'all, but we got to wrap this up. And so we'll be back. I'm hoping next Wednesday. And we can do this all again. These two date players down here, they better get on at the right time next time. I'm talking to you, Q. I'm talking to you, Mel.
I guess next.
The World Wrestling Federation.
No federation. AEW, baby.
The World
Good
Wrestling
day.
Federation.
I'll
Good
set a
day.
schedule for it next Wednesday. I'll set an alarm or
All
something.
right. I'll see y'all then.
Marcus,
I
you
won't
know-
remember.
You know the Senator crew don't come on until after everybody go to bed.
Oh, of course.
I'm
who
black.
up-
I'm black. So
who
I
up
come on
in here?
after. That he just said.